Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Okay, so by now you know that uh, this is a command which should I execute, and if I do in the machine which is here, see here, permission denied. Guys, the problem here is we discussed actually permission denied, we get the either username and password or username and key file. I have a key file, guys, so I am going to create a key file. So I'll give you the key file, and for that key file is here. So this is rajeshmumbai.pm. I'll share with you this file. PM, remember PM for SSH, PPK for putty. I've been repeating. This is the PM file which I got it from AWS, and here in this location I will copy vi remote or node.pm. This I'm creating this. Remember the PM file is this one. Now, so what I'm going to do, next version of script would be -u user is sent to us, and -key file is equal to name of the file. Look at my screen, please. Current location, this is the node.pm. Okay, this is on. Just give me, guys, few seconds.
This
So
conference will now be recorded.
I pass the username and key file. Let me run this command. Okay, and finally, oh, this is a different error actually. Last time it was a permission denied, but this time, can you please help me here? Any idea?
I think the file is still open.
No, I closed it. No, I closed it. See here.
The permission needs to be changed,
The
not that
file.
of
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, Linux says any key file, the permission of the file it should be chmod 600. Okay, that is the requirement in Linux. It's not Ansible requirement, it's a Linux requirement. So I change this 600. Now if I run, done. So finally, guys, I could have somehow made this up. This is the final command. Can I now convert it? So here, wonderful. So guys, this is a command, final command against remote machine. Mind it, again remote machine. So guys, here I'm running right now. All this done. It was already done, so it's not doing it. But You can understand now. And guys, last command. Last command didn't happen. So where went wrong? Guys, last command did not happen, but these commands happened. I'm surprised actually. See here. See, changed false. That means it was installed, so not installed. This is also changed false. This is also changed false. Whereas this command, if I run,
OPT Ramu.txt doesn't have permission because we are trying with CentOS user.
but guys, there is a problem. See here, I'm trying to install it here, but here it didn't prompt me the password. I mean, permission issue.
No, already we have created OPT Ramu.txt, right? As a root user, we have created, I think. So we are trying to touch the file as a CentOS user. So basically, it won't allow.
Okay, so I think if I follow this one, let me delete as per your things. Okay, so delete rm opt ramu.txt. Yes, I deleted the file. Now in front of you, I deleted the file. Can I rerun this command? Again, same issues. See here, I'm using the CentOS here also. I'm using CentOS here also. So why is that, sir? This command is not showing an error, but change has false. But this command is saying error, change is equal to false. I'm not able to understand this.
/OPT.
Can we use hyphen verbose?
I think for time being, all the sufficient information are there. If I verbose unnecessarily, you get more confused.
Can we check the /OPT permission?
Okay, so let me tell you guys what is happening. See here, before doing some changes, the Ansible is querying whether installed or not. Remember, to querying the package whether installed or not, it not required permission. Understand that. Here it was querying, not installing. Here also it was querying, not installing. Here it was querying, not installing. For the querying, you don't require a permission, higher permission.
Anyway, the first time it will install it, right?
So
the second
I'll
time,
do one thing.
the second time it will not install. It will just check and return the checked is false.
So it was querying only. It was not installing.
From the second time onwards, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
So now let me do that. Let me show you here. What is the problem? What I'm doing, not installing at all. I'm removing it. And for removing, I think I had made this command somewhere, removed. So see here, this time I'm removing it and see that. This time I'm changing it, and changing also I got same issues.
Yeah.
So what is happening? See here, for querying, you don't need a permission. Understand that. For querying, you don't need a permission, but to make a changes, you need a permission. Guys, the problem here is I don't know what to do. Here I want to remove it, the permission problem. So what do we do in this case? What do we do in this case?
Sudo.
Sudo. Change the user to sudo.
Which combination I'm having in my server? Which combination we have? First, second, or third?
-B.
-B. Remember, I have this combination. I showed you. Okay, so -b. So guys, that user has a become permission without a password, and now this will do the rest of the things. So I believe there should not be any more surprises. You have learned all the aspects of it, and now I'm removing it. Now I am installing it. See, now I am copying and all these things, so it will work, no problem. All the command will work. So finally guys, this command is the final command, which each steps why we have written you have learned right now. So any questions right now?
For example, if we have only one server in ASR, for example, so we are connecting using the key or root user, whatever it is. So if we are trying to push this to 100 servers, so we need that Ansible users, that users should have a root permission for all the 100 machines, right?
Yeah, in this code to work, you need that permission. But this what about if that different machine, different kind of permission? How do we solve it? So that is a problem. We need to solve that also, right? It's not like always it will be same user ID and same password, same user ID and same keys. The different behaviors it can be. Maybe some user you have a -b, some user you need this one, some user you need this one, some user it may work this one, some machine this may work this one. So different behavior. How to handle that? I'll come back to this. Okay, so guys, are we clear? Now let me tell you, if you have a more machine, you can add more machine separated by comma.
So here, if we are having more machines here, and in between the third or the fourth machine had an error, it will still go on to continue with others, right? It won't stop.
No, it will okay, there is a condition here. There's a two condition. First thing, in this mode, if you run this one, okay, then if one machine has a problem, second machine has no problem, it will continue. Remember, this is the parallel executions. But
Yep.
in the playbook, when you write a multiple modules, you can default behavior is fail. That means one module will fail, the whole execution will fail. So right now I am not got into the playbooks. I don't want to talk about that one, but we'll talk about slowly and get going on that. Okay, make sense?
So okay, so when we are using ad hoc commands, that's not the case. It will go on to execute.
Yeah,
It will go execute because
execute
parallel
parallelly
execution.
in all the servers.
Yes, parallel execution. By the way, guys, one more question. As of now, what is the maximum parallel activities will be sent by the ACS at a time? So how do you know? So guys, for this, etc ansible ansible.cfg and grep for fork option, which is there. Okay, there's so many options you will learn slowly, but default is set to 5. That means 5 parallel machine it will be execute. If you want to increase that, you can uncomment this, set the number, and then it will do that.
So is there any limit apart from configuration?
Limit is your ACS machine. It has no Ansible. I don't think so. It has set any limits, which I know. But yeah, if you want to do the parallel, see, it's like this. If you want to do the parallel, you want to create object and send it to the parallel machines, multiple machines. You need to have a high capacity so that it can do the things parallelly. So it's like that. Okay, so are we clear on the I forgot that close all?
I have doubt. What if the operation I'm trying to do it get hung in the server end? I'm trying remotely and it get hung in the server end. So will I get any error? Will there be
No
any time
error.
limit?
No error will be there. Why there'll be error? Because they send it to parallelly. One machine failed it. They will report back to you saying that got failed. Simple.
Please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.